Hey y'all, it's Messy Maymay, and today I'd like to talk about Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. It offers a unique blend of farming simulation, community interaction, and adventure, making it one of the most beloved games of a wide audience. It's an escape for players looking to slow down life by immersing themselves in a more simple existence, free of the worldly pressures we experience in real life, such as taxes, bills, and things of the such. With simple yet charming graphics and a rewarding playthrough. Developed by Concerned Ape or Eric Barron, the game has managed to capture the adoration worldwide across all countries and continents. Due to its engaging gameplay, interaction, and easygoing nature, though I will leave a trigger warning for topics such as alcohol abuse, depression, suicidal ideation, and smoking around the interaction and community aspects of this game, as these are things a few of the characters struggle with if you progress with your relationship enough with them. A few of these characters, if you're looking to avoid interaction with them and if you're interested in playing the game, are characters such as Shane, Sam, Sebastian, or Pam, which is Penny's mom. Along with that, if you do talk or progress your relationship with any family members related to these characters, these topics will come up and you will see the struggle within the family dynamics that they have. At its heart, Stardew Valley is a farming simulation game, where resource management is a must in order to progress through the game's storyline. When you load into the game, you start on your grandpa's old, run-down farm that has been left in your hands, where you only get so many tools to restore the farm to its former glory. And that is your job when you join Stardew Valley. With a wide variety of crops to grow depending on the season, and animals to raise and purchase for the coop and barn. There are also forage plants to search for throughout the town that pertain to the season, as well as fish to catch throughout the seasons. After your first few days of removing overgrowth and rubble, players will run into Mayor Lewis at the rundown community center that is the main story-driven aspect of the game. Once inside, you start to see little critters called Junimos that have a magical essence to them. They leave you a note that you cannot yet read, and you must go meet the wizard to learn their language. This is where you learn that these are forest spirits, or forest sprites, if you will, asking you to complete 6 bundles in the community center with items that you gather throughout the game. And this will repair the community center to its former glory as well, unlocking new upgrades throughout the town and new areas along the way, adding depth and meaning to the player's experience, restoring the town in its entirety. I would argue that the storyline is what draws most people in to play Stardew Valley. It gives the game more meaning and adds more depth to the community interaction within the game. Being able to restore the town and see where you came from is honestly one of the most amazing things about this game. It gives you a feeling of purpose within the game, and it makes it separate from a lot of other games. There's a lot of shooter games out there where it's just about the grind and progressing through levels. Well, Stardew Valley does have levels that you can skill up. That's not really the main part of the game. I would say that compared to other farming simulation games, Stardew Valley is a lot different in the way that it adds adventure and it does have community, while other farming games are more so just about collecting resources and making a ton of money. Crafting and bundling are essential to the mechanics of the game in order to progress through the story, offering 4 upgrades to your farming tools to improve quality of life. These upgrades are copper, iron, gold, then iridium, which you can get from the Skull Cavern. Constructing new farm buildings with your local carpenter Robin can unlock the coop and barn animals, as the coop and barn are not things you start off with on your farm. You don't even start off with a greenhouse, as that is fixed through completing community bundles. These are things you must gather resources and purchase from Robin to construct. You can also upgrade these buildings as well, and it gives you more items to help complete the community center, as when you upgrade the coop and barn, you are able to buy more animals from Marnie, which is the local, I would say, like rancher in town. There are tons of animals in Stardew Valley. In the coop, you start out with chickens, and in the barn, you start out with cows. And slowly over time, you're able to unlock ducks, rabbits, dinosaurs for the coop, as well as a few other animals. And for the barn, you're able to get goats, sheep, and pigs on top of cows, allowing players to choose their own style for playing the game, as you don't just have to collect resources from fishing or foraging, and you don't just have to farm. Crafting decorations to place on your farm plot also allows you to personalize your farm to your liking. You're able to make your own blueprints to design your farm. You're even able to decorate the farm based on which season it is if you're feeling a little bit seasonal. In order to understand Stardew Valley a little bit more, it's important you know where it's set. It's not set any place in the real world, though people have theorized where it would be if it was in the real world. It's important to understand this because Stardew Valley is set in a homey town called Pelican Town, with a diverse set of characters to befriend and even marry, an arguably key part of the game. One of the first quests the game gives you is to meet everyone, then make a friend. This adds dozens of side stories to learn about as you play the game. Players can give villagers their preferred gift to further their relationship with each character. You can even go as far as completing quests the villagers put out on the community board to progress your relationships with them even further. Participating in the game's festival only strengthens these bonds. Once you get to a certain point in your relationship with 12 of the bachelors or bachelorettes, 6 of each, you can choose to marry them and have kids once you get the second house upgrade available to purchase from Robin. A lot of players often choose to make multiple save files just to experience the storyline of each bachelor and bachelorette. There are also 2 villagers named Krobus and the Dwarf, who you can befriend and become roommates with if you are not interested in sexual or romantic relationships, giving everyone their own choice to how they want to play the game, whether that's you're homosexual, heterosexual, or asexual, or want to play as any of these sexualities in general. Stardew Valley does not discriminate. Beyond Stardew Valley being a farming game and its relationship aspects, there are mining and combat, which are skills you can level up in the game, along with farming, foraging, and fishing. The mines go down 120 levels, with monsters to slay and ores to collect along the player's journey into the deep depths, adding diversity to the player's run-through of the game during rainy days, where you don't really need to water any crops. This gives a similar feel to 2D games like Terraria that are more about survival and combat, but Stardew Valley manages to make it even more cozy and less spooky. Though in the mines, this is one of the most stressful parts of the game, because if you run out of health, you will lose items and money. Stardew Valley also has secret locations and hidden treasures to find. Finding these treasures will help you refill the local museum that is conveniently robbed right before you move into town. This helps keep the game refreshing, exciting, and encouraging players to come back for more. There are rare weapons to unlock through the secret aspects of the game. This gives the players an incentive to explore the game in its entirety. In fact, Baron, the game's creator, has just recently 100%ed the game after its release in 2016, taking him 8 years to do so, showing how long it can take to find all of these hidden locations and treasures within the game. It also does not help that 1.16 recently came out, adding new locations and treasures to find. Stardew Valley's 2D pixel art style is arguably one of the best aspects of the game after playability across a wide audience. The pixel adding a more retro feel to the game, giving a sense of nostalgia to older players more used to pixelated games such as Pac-Man, with a great attention to detail to further immerse players into the game along with sounds and music engineering, with different art for each villager and its natives in each season. Oh my gosh, I said villager. I meant to say with different art for the village and its natives in each season. Excuse me. The soundtrack in the game is composed by Baron himself, with soothing qualities, perfect for the slow pace of the game. Ambient sounds such as birds and rain deepen the player's experience, making the game feel alive and bustling with life outside of Pelican Town. Even the mines have a special soundtrack tailored to make your experience as immersive as possible. This also helps with the game's pacing, giving each day a unique noise with its ever-changing weather. This is honestly one of the best parts about the game. Being able to hear birds and animals in the background makes the game feel so much more alive than it actually is, and really does help immerse players into the game, as I myself have lost track of hours playing this game. Stardew Valley has the perfect ratio of simplicity and complexity between farming, resource gathering, adventure, and community interaction, compared to its charming art style and soundtrack, of which I find myself listening to go to sleep. In fact, I have it playing in the background of this video right now, as it is AdSense free and will not get me copyrighted, making this game easy to love around the globe. Between different cultures, ages, and class differences, you will see everyone and anyone playing this game, bringing a diverse set of players who might have not interacted with each other otherwise, providing a rich and rewarding experience for players to escape to, much like a good book, leaving a long-lasting impression for other game developers looking to make a game similar to look up to. As a player myself, I find myself coming back to Stardew Valley over and over again during times of struggle when I need to slow my life down, as it feels it's picking up too fast. It helps me break from the worries life brings. Finding a way to help homebodies reconnect with nature through a screen, as funny as that sounds. I often find myself outside after playing, listening to the birds and the wind, and looking at the sky. Overall, I would say Stardew. I'm so mad right now. The music I had playing in the background just got interrupted by an ad on YouTube. The ads on YouTube are gonna drive me insane. As I was saying, overall, I would say that Stardew has helped my mental health greatly due to its de-stressing nature and simple graphics, as well as the slow pace, which helps my racing mind go to a stop. It also has created a community where you can find people to talk to and enjoy simple conversation about the game, creating thousands, if not millions, of friendships. And friendships you may have not known that you would ever have or needed. Stardew Valley is loved by a wide audience for a reason, and that is for its easy playability and de-stressing nature. Even older folks seem to enjoy the game due to the nature of its farming and being like a homestead, as that has been many of their dreams. Playing Stardew Valley is able to help players slow down their life when it feels like it's going too fast, much like myself. Its real playable nature keeps the audience coming back and keeps the community strong around the game. Taking different opinions in each... not opinions, I can't read. Taking different options in each game. Excuse me. taking different options in each playthrough. Its long-term playability helps players who don't really have time to play the game a lot feel less pressure to complete the game quickly, as it is not real-life time-based and there's no special events to unlock any items that require players to play the game a lot, keeping them coming back to their save files even weeks later. Giving players the chance to take a break and avoid burnout as well, which is very important in the gaming community, as burnout can last for weeks, if not months. Helping the community stay even stronger. And these are the reasons why I love Stardew Valley so much. It's an easy game to play, with farming simulation, which I personally enjoy, being from more of a homestead family myself. Things like this often help me reconnect with my background and where my family comes from, which are very important to me, as family is a big value for me and the game, as well as friendships. Stardew Valley can often teach lessons along the way that people may have not learned otherwise. And I feel like it is really just a special game. Hey guys! If you made it this far in the video, you should consider liking and subscribing to my channel down below if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your continued support. I know it's been a couple years, almost 3, since I've posted a video on my channel, and I have graduated high school since then, and I actually made this video for an assignment for a final in one of my college classes, and it's kind of just reignited my spark to do YouTube again. Since my last video, I've moved a handful of times, and life has been a roller coaster since then, that's for sure. As you can see, well, I know I don't really have any old videos of my face posted anymore, because all the videos I did have were from me from middle school, and my acne was a lot worse, and such, and I was younger, so all those videos have been privatized. But I have moved, and I do have a room. Don't mind the wallpaper. She's a work in progress, okay? She's a work in progress. If you're interested in my channel, just, hit the subscribe button. I will be trying to post more frequently on my channel, because I do actually really enjoy making videos, and I did really enjoy making this video. This is probably one of, if not my most produced video here on YouTube, as it was scripted. And all of the gaming clips and content you saw was captured by yours truly on Stardew Valley. If you're interested in seeing me play Stardew Valley, obviously mobile edition, because I don't really have access to a computer still, just, let me know. I was kind of interested in doing more life content, such as vlogging and stuff like that, because my life is a lot more exciting being in college, and I know most of my viewers are younger than me and still in high school. So if you want any videos such as like a day in my life as a college student, or advice I wish I had gotten before I went to high school, let me know. And also let me know if you want like any tips for if you're just starting to go to college, or if you're about to go to college next year. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you again soon.